Xpeng did make the news this week, but there in China, there's this big financial push. In the U.S., maybe not so much, but we're seeing uh, some signs of this. Maybe OpenAI itself is asking taxpayers for a bailout. Have you heard about this? I don't
No,
know.
but
They're calling it a bailout, but what is it really?
I mean, I don't want to say it's obvious, but they have invested a lot of money and they're bleeding cash. Why? Because they with $20, is people don't realize how these companies, all of the compute power that it requires. So if you are paying the premium membership from OpenAI, you're not covering their cost. So they are losing money almost every time that a user is using kind of these, right? So uh, looking into their basically they're losing 5 billion per year at the moment, and they're reporting to lose in the first half of that was in 2024. In 2025, 13 billions. So it's like it's accelerating the rate of. I
Yeah,
almost
and
picture
in
the.
just last quarter, I think it was 12 billion, right? So
Um,
it's just like it's getting worse and worse. So
well, I feel that also their algorithm is way different. I mean, we saw DeepSeek that it was able to be a very small algorithm to run less compute.
much more
So I think that they
efficient.
will have
Hmm.
to be more efficient. They will have to restructure a little bit of the algo on ChatGPT in order to reduce the cost. It's doable, but
Hmm.
I guess Sam Altman is becoming like the Joker, right? And like with the mountain, the mountain of cash. Oh, let's lit it on fire.
Well, so here's the thing. This isn't the first time that we hear about Sam Altman that he's saying I need more money. Because I think we did a video. It was over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, saying that he needed $7 trillion to build out his data centers. And
Hmm.
there was he struck a deal with the government, and they did a smaller deal. Maybe I think it was like 500 billion or 1 trillion, something like
Hmm.
that. It was a lot smaller, but he got things going. It seems like now he's like, haha, I'm gonna I'm gonna go back to the well and see. We need to shore up more and get guaranteed loans from Uncle Sam. Now, here's the thing: we know we know we've been talking about this new AI robotics cold war that's going on. China is obviously doing very well with their robots, and they're investing heavily through their government. Um, the current administration has already said that they want to be number one in on this cutting edge technology with like crypto and AI and things like that. We want to keep the lead there. So it only makes sense now that there needs to be some kind of public private partnership to make sure that the national security is in place for this type of technology. So I think that's why they're like, well, we know the US needs it, the US wants it, we can provide it, but we need more money. These data centers, I guess, aren't cheap to build, right?
Not at all, man. So and they're gonna have to pop because there is no cloud, right? You have to build it. I mean, even the cloud, Amazon has not enough GPUs, right? So no wonder why Nvidia keeps growing and growing because they are the only ones that they have good GPUs. But yeah, I think that this is a little bit of the financial game, right? That Sam is playing, and who has big pockets and who can print money.
Who has a big printer?
And the printer says, "Brrr." "Yep, let's go to Uncle Sam." You know, the banks did it right in 2008. Why not the techies with their AI and their robots?
They learn from the best, right? Here's the
Yes, yes.
thing. So, like, I think we can all see like why it makes sense to do it, right? Like if we want to stay competitive in this race. But here's you've seen this sentiment across across business and the socials and stuff like that. That AI is in a bubble, right? There's an AI bubble, And for whatever reason, people really grab onto that. They're like, AI's in a bubble. It's the boomers. They're just trying to leave us with nothing. And there's a lot of this groundswell from
It's the
younger
boomer.
people, it seems like. And a lot of it, I think, is like, again, I think I can see like there's a need for this, like in terms of if we want to keep the lead in these technologies, which it makes a lot of sense, especially when we're talking about alignment. And if we take the not happy side path of the Terminator, like we want to be in control if that does happen, versus some other country. So I can see that, but I think there's a lot of sentiment like AI is bad. It's taking my job. I'm a digital creator. Now AI can do that. AI bad, boo. And AI is a bubble, and we don't want it. We don't want to bail out the AI company. Let them fail. So I don't see those two things. Like, how do you reconcile that? Is one right, one wrong? Or are they both right? What do you think?
This one is a tough one, but I think that both are right. You cannot you cannot stop technology. Technology now the rabbit it is out of the hat. So if US doesn't want to do it, guess what? China is doing it, and it's ahead of us. You can see it just by the videos, right? Then uh, you still have the unrest on, I guess, in America. Then and their concerns are real, right? Like a person that their livelihood is it was creating videos or whatever, like images, and now they can't. They have to figure out how to leverage the tools. Maybe they used to serve only like few customers. Well, with their expertise, in my opinion, now using AI, they can serve 10 times the customers. So that's where the true creativity and entrepreneurship has to come up. So, but yes, I can see, I'm empathetic to both sides of the equation. I don't know how it's going to play out. It's tough.
We're going to be out of jobs here. Our digital twins are going to be doing podcasts for us here pretty soon, right? It might not be us. You can see our robots up here doing stuff.
Oh man, it's like I hope that they do a better job than us. Like,
Sorry, y'all. We'll get the robots out